My name is Marcy Crewster. What's occurring? This is the channel where Jesus Christ rules. And just want to talk to you briefly again about the narcissist and the empath. Sometimes we don't go into it too much, we think about it and it ponders on our minds. We're all sinners at the end of the day, and Jesus did turn around and say that, if you're not gathering, you're really scattering. Now, it's up to God who wants to put with you for you to win over or to get growth from, and obviously it's through bad circumstances, bad situations, and even bad relationships that can, make us grow and bear fruit for the kingdom of God. This world is so traumatized. I think that, marriage is about drinking wine and, having a swimming pool and having a load of friends knocking about, and there's a lot of laughter going on. This is what comes from the movies, you see. Marriage is not easy, and Paul does mention this in letters somewhere, that, I'd rather spare you, because married people, they have a difficult time, very difficult time. It was the first thing that God established regarding covenant with Adam and Eve in the garden. When marriage is something that Satan doesn't like, there's so much sexual morality in the world. So this moves me to my next point, actually. Like I've already told you before, my husband's a narcissist, and I'm an empath, okay? And, narcissists have a hard heart, don't they? Okay, and the empath has so much empathy, they're so sensitive, and, sometimes they don't know when to draw the line. They keep going and keep going, even though when people do wrong to them. And this is a quality that Jesus will use, because Jesus is a super empath. I wouldn't even say super, it's beyond. His capability of enduring and being steadfast is just absolutely amazing. So if, God has given you a gift of, being able to endure, and this is a good quality, because you can, submit to God and be obedient to Him in order for Him to be able to help the person who has got a hard heart. Okay, because it is God who changes our heart at the end of the day. A lot of people are doing circumcision of the, the genitals, but it's really God who circumcises the heart. Okay, He's the one who can soften the heart. All things are possible for God. And I'm not turning around and saying all narcissists can change, but it depends on whether God chose you to be with a narcissist. God wouldn't put something together and then separate it. Okay, and a lot of people are getting this wrong. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys. God bless you. Bye.